thanks as always for joining us on the midweek catch-up. It's been a bit of a difficult week for everybody involved at the club, but you'll be wanting to try and raise the spirits ahead of Saturday.
That's right, it's never easy when somebody loses their job, but the priority for this weekend and going into the weekend is to make sure the boys are fully prepared. That's the priority, and so far this week they've responded really well, and it's something they're looking forward to.
Are you able to expand on how you've been able to get them to respond well to anything in particular you've been able to bring into the training?
Obviously Monday morning was a big one because it was new to the players, so we had a meeting with them. It was good for them to open up and tell us, you know, some of their thoughts, what they thought, and we obviously gave them our feedback too. So the session then took care of itself, but it was the planning ahead of that was, you know, we see some things on the sidelines that we think maybe should try and correct. We're not trying to correct a lot of things, but we see things that we feel that players need to express themselves more. They need to be a little bit more confident in what they have been. So we'll see some type of changes this weekend, but the players have responded excellently.
Usually on the midweek catch-up we'll look back at the game before we look at the next match coming up. I'm guessing from your perspective it's about not dwelling on the past and looking ahead to the future, because that's where all the priorities lie now.
That's right. This last weekend is done. Likewise the games before that. Players have to look forward. The priority is this weekend. That's what's been drummed into the players all week, and they know how important it is to get that first win. And next week is another week. I don't know what's going to happen after this weekend, so our job, our priority is to prepare the players as best as we can for this weekend.
I guess the main message is trying to get that unity from everybody in the club, the players, the staff, the fans of course, for Saturday, for turning up in big numbers, for getting behind the players and for making sure that come 5 o'clock we've left with 3 points.
That's right, and it's important as well from the players that we have to start right. You know, that gets the fans on our back, on our side as well. So the start's important, the first goal's important, but most of all it's confidence as well. Players have to be confident, they've got to want the ball. You know, we've been in the bottom league for a little while now, so they can carry that. They've carried that the last few weeks, but it's taking that next step, is doing things that they've not been doing before, that we see day in, day out, that we know they're capable of doing. And then confidence grows and they can do more, and you know, then chances start creating. But it's about the players believing themselves first and foremost. You know, this is what's been said to them all week about, you know, certain things we want them to do, and they've responded really, really well.
In terms of Saturday's game against Morton, what kind of specifics are you expecting over the 90 minutes?
I think with their experience against Morton in the past, you know, every game that we've played against them has been tight, and you know, it's no different. They're very, very good at set plays. They've got a lot of height in their team. There's a presence there. They've got a little bit of, you know, guile with their forward players as well. They're in a similar position to ourselves. So I think the first goal is going to be important. Hopefully that'll be us. But our players are fully aware of what Morton's strengths and weaknesses are.